welcome to day 18 of Vlogmas. Hello everyone and welcome to day 18 of Vlogmas. Today is December 18, 2019 and so many things happened today. I am coming to you at the end of the day, but first let's backtrack a little and let you know how my day started. I first started by going to Krispy Kreme donuts because I wanted to treat my students because they've been doing such a wonderful job with their iReady AP2 diagnostic, and also because the holidays. So I picked up 2 dozen holiday donuts and 2 dozen glazed donuts. Why so many donuts? Because I wanted to make sure the students had an option between the holiday donuts, which I'm going to tell you right now, pretty much almost everyone got holiday donuts, or just a regular glazed donut. And then I have an extra box of glazed donuts that I'm taking home with me. So anyway, I went ahead and did that, and then I went to Publix and I picked up some regular milk, chocolate milk, these little cups that I'm going to show you in a moment. And I also went ahead and I picked up 2 boxes of Capri Sun to give the students an option. If they didn't want to drink milk, they could go ahead and get either a fruit punch Capri Sun or a lemonade Capri Sun. So did that this morning, hid it away, because this morning we first had to get to business and get some things done. First things first, we reviewed our spelling words and then I gave them the spelling test. Then we went ahead and read Spiders together, which they read on their own yesterday when I wasn't here for my PD. They read Spiders and they completed some activities that I left for them to complete. So then together we read Spiders and we reviewed the main idea and detail strategy or skill that we have been going over. And in order to help them do that, I created this chart on the board that have the students look at the difference between topic, subtopic, and details for that subtopic. So let me show you that chart right now. So this is a chart right here. Basically, it's 3 columns and I labeled it topic, subtopic, and details. So the topic for this particular passage was spiders. So it's all about spiders, nothing else. And then we went ahead and added subtopics as we read the passage. So the first one was spider anatomy. And then with that subtopic, we went ahead and we added the details that went with that subtopic that was about the main topic. And then we went over how spiders eat, spider senses, which we combined because at first we had spider's eyes or vision and then spider senses. But then when we looked at everything, we're like, well, we could combine these 2 subcategories into one and then have all the details referring to this one. So that's what we ended up doing. Now, I ran out of space on my board. So what we ended up doing is we continued adding only the subcategories on the side. So we went over spider molting. That was a section. Spider silk and spider's web, which this needs a apostrophe right here. But basically, after looking at this, I could have talked to the students and told them maybe we could combine this together because the silk and the web kind of is connected. And don't mind the cute little message that the students left me at the end of the day. They're so adorable. So this really helped the students visualize how the main idea and details are connected and how we can determine the main idea of the entire passage and also use this information to come up with the summary of the entire passage. So this was a really great visual for the students to see and understand the comprehension skill that we're going over. So after that, we read the paired selection, which was Anansi and the Birds. So this is another Anansi tale, which was a lot of fun. We compared it to this main selection. And then the students took their Unit 2 Week 4 assessment. Now, I am 1 unit ahead with everything. And in all honesty, tomorrow's Thursday and then it's Friday and then we're off for 2 weeks. So I'm not even going to attempt to go over that unit until we return. Yes, I will be a week behind, but I'll figure out how to catch up so that we can go over those skills and they can also take their assessment for that unit. But for now, we are done with this one, which we were supposed to be done last week. And the one that we needed to do only 5 days this week, we're going to do when we return, and that's fine. So the students did their reading assessment, and it was about humpback whales and how they migrate as an adaptation, and fireworms, which was an interesting article that the students didn't know anything about the fireworms. So it was great to read about that as well and see those adaptations and how they use those to survive. So as they were finishing that, I also went ahead and I gave them the chapter 6 fraction equivalence topic assessment for the district. And it was actually pretty easy. They were telling me this was really easy, Miss Sanchez, and I was looking it over as they were finishing it, and they were doing a great job with that. So I'm really, really thankful for the extra time that we gave ourselves to really understand fraction equivalence and comparison, which was a skill that wasn't easy for a lot of my students. And I don't like to move on unless I know that most of them really get it, because the next chapter is on adding and subtracting fractions. And that builds on this chapter on fraction equivalence and comparison. So yeah, when we return in January, I'm still a bit behind in math, but we're gonna go ahead and do chapter 7, add and subtract fractions, and then that'll move us on to multiplying fractions. So I told them we have to get these tests done today, but then that's it. We're done. Because I have a couple of students that are already telling me, and their parents are telling me they won't be here tomorrow or Friday. So I wanted to make sure that I got that done so that tomorrow and Friday, we're just basically doing review of everything that we have learned so far in the last couple of weeks. All right, so after they finished all of their assessments, we went ahead and got the Krispy Kreme donuts out. I decorated the table a little bit. So here are a few clips of that. The students really enjoyed the donuts and the milk or the drinks, and they were really so thankful and grateful. And that's how we ended our Wednesday. And Wednesday is usually a short day because of early dismissal at 1:50. I didn't have time to do my left-right game. Like I mentioned in yesterday's vlog, I went to Dollar Tree and I bought all of those dollar gifts and I wrapped them up at home and I have them ready. And that one student that won't be here tomorrow, I had him pick a random gift that he felt he needed to pick without knowing what it was, and at least he got his gift. But tomorrow, everyone will play the left-right game after lunch, probably after recess as well. But what I went ahead and I did is I put the gifts out on top of our cubby system. So let me show you how they look. So here are all the gifts wrapped up on top of our cubby system, ready for the students to grab one, get in a circle, and wait until I read the left-right story. And every time we say the word left, they move their gift left. Every time we say the word right, they move their gift right. And then when the story finishes, once it's completely finished, they get to open the gift that they have in their hands. So I can't wait for them to go ahead and do this tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. One more thing, I forgot to mention that this morning also, after I arrived to school, after Krispy Kreme donuts, I wrapped 3 books for the gift of reading for us to read. So they're holiday books that I'm reading with the students. And after the students got the donuts and the milk, I had 2 random students come up and unwrap one of the books, and I read it to the class. We didn't have time for the 3rd book, so tomorrow we're going to read 3 books. Today we only had time for 2 books, so tomorrow 3 books for sure, so that I stay with my plan for this week, reading 2 books every week. 3 books today were supposed to be the goal, but because I wasn't here yesterday, but it'll be for tomorrow. And on Monday, I did read 3 books. So basically just trying to read 10 books this week and meeting that goal. All right, so that is the little bit that I forgot to say about the gift of reading, and yeah. And here are the little cups that I was talking about. These are, how many ounces are these? 3-ounce cups. And I went ahead and I did that because usually kids don't drink too much milk. And I brought half a gallon of chocolate milk and a full gallon of white. This is going home now. And these are the leftover Capri Suns that I got for the kids. And these are the leftover donuts that I'm taking home for my family to enjoy. And this is a little bit of how the table still looks. I'm still gonna leave Frosty and stuff over here. Oh, and my neighboring teacher, her husband is a caterer, and she went ahead and treated her entire third grade team to a lunch, a catered lunch, because she wanted to do it as a thank you for helping her. She was out for 3 weeks sick. And look at this delicious food that I am taking home with me. This is chimichurri steak, rice with vegetables, black beans, and sweet plantains. And I'm also taking these 2 coconut flans that she had left over. And if this had smell-o-vision, oh my gosh, it smells so, so wonderful. So yeah, this is how our table currently looks with all the stuff that I need to take home with me. And tomorrow, I will be using this table to do my other video lesson that I have to tape for my Reading Competency 5 practicum, where I have to do a 20 to 30 minute lesson or video taped lesson on vocabulary comprehension and fluency. So that'll happen tomorrow, hopefully, if I do have specials. I'm hoping, because I'm counting on specials so that I can pull at least 4 students to stay back in the classroom so that we can do that demo lesson. All right, so that is all I have for today. I know yesterday I said that I was going to share with you what I learned in my professional development activity that I went to yesterday on gifted acceleration and enrichment. But honestly, I need to go. It's like 4:30 and my throat doesn't feel so great. And like I mentioned in my weekend vlog, I haven't been feeling 100%, so I want to be kind to myself and get some rest. So I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought or any questions you may have. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. I hope you have a beautiful, magical day, and don't forget to smile. Hello, dreamers, wishers, and magical thinkers. Thank you so much for making it to the very end of this video and for showing your support. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do so by clicking on my picture down here. You can also check out my latest videos here and here. Don't forget to believe in the magic that's inside you, because you are capable of great things. See you next time.